Riverside, motherfucker. Welcome to the High Performance Man podcast, lads. Whoever's listening, whoever's glistening. Mate, I just had this realization today. I'm gonna get stuck into it. Look, it's a bit of fuck you energy, you know? A bit of fuck you energy. And I like that energy. I love that energy. That energy gets shit done. But I was just driving, getting my little soft serve, you know? Go to Macca's. It's like 200 meters down the road. I get a little treaty for the boy. Stocked up on the sugar-free Sprite because I'm dieting pretty hard at the moment. I'm looking forward to seeing some fucking phenomenal results. I'm walking about an hour and a half every day, eating about 2,000 cal with about 220 grams of protein in there. Really getting shit done. Small numbers, big output, hoping for some big results over a 5-week, 6-week period. Then we'll kick back for a little bit, or maybe not, but we'll see. But your boy's trying to get diced. Anyway, fuck you energy. Because I just realized, like there's been so many evolutions of myself. And every season, I've made new friends. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, at this current stage, like, I'm building. You know what I mean? And sometimes I reckon this is all part of the journey, that building phase. Sometimes it looks like you're making. I mean, look, if I look at the metrics, I'm making phenomenal progress. But what it feels like you're making no progress. And that can be a really, really fucking shitty place to be. The things that have helped me with feeling, like out of, I guess, alignment have been sort of, and people say gratitude, right? I think gratitude comes in waves for me. I don't like the wanky fucking affirmation shit or 2 things I'm grateful for today. There's no real system to it. But what I've realized is like you need those consolidation periods in order to grow, right? In order to make more cash, get more skills, develop better relationships, that sort of stuff. And the things that I've realized now as a man that is really rigidly adhering to this no distractions mindset, I'm really living it. Like I'm making almost a podcast every day. And these are purely for reps because I know in 3 or 5 years I'll be really good at it. But these are the reps that I need to do now to give the insights that I have now to where in 5 years' time, when I be making podcasts every week for 5 years, I'm going to be a machine. Just like I'm a fucking machine in the gym and I can handle 70 kilo dumbbells each hand, it's going to be the same here. And it's all about building out those foundations. So when you feel like you're making no progress, and yeah, when you're looking at your views on your podcast or whatever it is, and they're not like, like they're not, you're getting like 5 views a podcast that you spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour prepping for, or thinking of new ideas, or it takes up some time in your head, but it's worth it. It's worth all these little grinding moments for 1, the gratitude, but 2, to build out that foundation so you can build high. And that's what a lot of people don't think understand. I'm constantly committed to growing and developing myself every day, every single day. Now, each year's had a season for me. I've been in business 6 years by myself. Finished university, decided this was the right move for me to become a PT. And like, I was a qualified personal trainer before, but coming into, actually doing it for work. And yeah, it's been a fucking journey. I was training people for free the first year, first 6 months. Then it was $30 an hour, 40, living with my grandma, caring for her and my granddad. Oh no, it wasn't, granddad passed away then, but I was looking after my grandma, living, training people out of a garage, and then slowly building myself up to now making really good money, able to do a lot of things and command a lot of attention and make people wear my shirts and shit. Like these are powerful things. People look at my gym as a hub to feel safe, And these are the things I built, and these are the things I want to build out online as well. But you've got to do these reps. When these reps feel like you're making, no change, that's when you're making the most change. And it seems counterintuitive. Like when I did my walk this morning, and I'm on low calories, right? I came back, my legs were aching. I was like, fuck, man, I'm 110 kilos. I'm a big person moving around, right? And on low calories, you really know about it. And I was like, I watched this podcast or a snippet of like Jocko Willink, Joe Rogan, and it's like, one, there's no other fucking option for me. The only way forward is forward. Fuck, unlucky me, right? And same for you guys listening. And then through that, it's like, well, what the fuck are you gonna do? I'll cry about it? No, this shit's meant to hurt. If it hurts, good. That's the headspace. That's the crazy thing that I had to adopt. If it hurts, good. If it's uncomfortable, good. If it makes you want to smack your head against a brick wall, good. That means you're learning. And that is the really hard part that I struggled to convince myself of many, many years. Many years. I really, really struggled to do that. I was raised by a soft mom, soft avoidant parent and an absent dad. So of course I'm going to like not have really firm amounts of self-discipline or habits that encourage me sticking it out. A lot of avoidance-based habits. So with that, I've had to arm myself and get better and look at content and look at men who are doing it really well. And then now I'm realizing, man, you could catch me in reels looking at random profiles of guys that were, or girls that were just doing random shit, or looking at tits and ass on Instagram. I don't do any of that shit anymore. I don't follow any girls. I don't date any girls. Nothing like that. It's fucking pure focus. Because I've got a job. I've got a mission. And at the moment, and I want to think for until the end of time, I don't want to be distracted on that mission. Not once. Not once do I want to think that a person that I let into my space fucked up my mission. I'd rather be alone and get this shit done. And that might not last for my whole life, and I'm willing to accept that. But for now, I'm dialed in, and God does it feel great. I want to treat people with a lot more kindness. I don't have as much time for bullshit. I don't want to get involved in bullshit. All I care about is what's in front of me, not who's beside me, not who's beside me, not who's behind me. In front. That's it. If it's in front of me, if it's in front of me, it like 50% matters. The car's on the road. Maybe if I'm going to get, walk into somebody on the street, that's about it. Outside of that, it's like, we're just getting it done. Every day waking up monotonous. Still having cold showers, still no caffeine. Still dieting, still training 5 times a week. Still not drinking, still not gambling, still not dating. And it's going to fucking be like that. And nobody can tell me otherwise. Because I'm in this fuck you zone where I'm going to get shit done. And I want to bring everyone along with me. I want to bring people along the walks. I want to bring people along to make their lives better. My life was shit, man. My life was shit. I would always take the piss out of other men, women, people walking past in the street. And like, yeah, sure, you see some weird stuff and you'd like to have a giggle. But man, if I saw I used to have a lot of compassion for people that were obviously like not doing as well as me. And then I'd take the piss out of them, online or whatever it was in my own private time. And it just was unbecoming of me. I used to see that all the time. And now I'm like, because I'm so focused on me, I don't care what X person's doing. I don't care if they want to wear fucking, anything or do anything, they can. I don't care. I'm focused on this shit. And I think that's just the energy that you need to have as I'm learning and as I'm growing as a man. It's fucking raining. I'll be able to go for a walk. Fuck. Real life. As I'm becoming a man, as I'm growing, it's these things that I'm learning that I never knew. It's about doing the hard shit. It's about saying the hard stuff. It's about being uncomfortable. And it's about not being a fucking pussy. Pretty much. Because if you're doing that sort of stuff, you're just going to fall back on who you used to be. And for me, it's like, I think I built this mental fortitude from cold showers and a few other things. But I haven't had a warm shower in like 4 months. Maybe more, I think. Start of the new year. It's cold shower. Fuck. Holy shit, it's almost like 5 months of cold showers, dude. That's pretty significant. But even now in the wintertime, I don't have cold shower. I don't have warm showers. And it's like I look myself in the mirror before before bed, and it sucks. And I look at that shower and I'm like, fuck you, mama didn't raise a bitch. And I hop in that thing, I wash myself down, and I go to bed. If I concede on the cold shower, I'm gonna concede elsewhere. If I don't, and this is another thing that I didn't understand growing up. I didn't understand, and as I was going to uni or doing things, whatever. I had a good level of discipline. Sure, I got a degree in psychology. It's a really hard degree, and I graduated. So like, I'm not some slouch, but at the same time, these are the higher level stuff that I'm starting to learn now as a man that I didn't know and I didn't appreciate beforehand. Okay, I would always kind of just like scrape by the skin of my teeth, biting, scratching, clawing. But now I'm going to these finish lines, and now I'm getting to these destinations, just like flexing on it. And I know that sounds arrogant and whatever, but that's the headspace I'm in because based on what I'm doing, it's routine. That cold shower just sets that tone of like, fuck you, I'm going to do some shit. I could wash myself in hot water. Can afford it, sure. Whatever. But like, I'm not going to because I'm not going to bitch out in my head. If I go soft there, I'm going to go soft somewhere else. I'm not going to do my walks. I'm not going to train. I'm not going to train with intensity. I'm going to snooze my alarm. All that shit. Or my legs are hurting. I can't go for a fucking walk, pussy. You can go for a walk. Like today, I've been here since 4 a.m. 4 a.m. It's 4. I've been here for 12 and a half hours. And I'm going to be here till 8 o'clock. I'm not a hero for that. I'm just driven, man. I just know what I really want to do. And that's make podcasts, get really good at speaking, get really good in front of the camera, get really good at selling, get really good at building a business, get really good at building a team, and get really good at becoming the man that I need to be to do those things. Because fucking, you can bet your bottom dollar that in order to be a man that runs $1 million company, 2 million, 3 million, $1 billion company, you need to have this shit on lock. I don't care what you hear in the news. I don't care what you hear about what your mate did on a yacht. None of that shit. I used to buy that dumb stuff. Celebrities do cocaine. I was like, oh, sweet, I can do cocaine. I wasn't the fucking celebrity. Idiot. I used to think that shit. Oh, it's all right for me to go do rack on a weekend. Sweet. Fucking, Brad Pitt did rack. It's fucking Brad Pitt, you idiot. Wake up to yourself. You're not Brad Pitt. I'm not saying I can't be someone who's there. I believe in myself indefinitely. And I've shown myself that I can do really great things. However, you have to humble yourself. You have to realize that you're not perfect and where you are in the hierarchy of life. And that allows you some freedoms. At the moment, I'm making really good money. Really good money. But I need to pay off debts that allowed me to get this money. I got a bank loan to help out in the second phase of building out the gym. There was some tax stuff that I didn't pay because I needed to build up the gym as well. These are all things that I would have foregone because if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't be able to have the gym. So it's like there's all these steps and all these things, and now I did the due diligence, did the things that made the sacrifice I need to make, but now I've got to pay them back. So now I'm looking for ways to increase revenue in the gym, so I can pay this debt off quick, so I can just get fucking going. Working 16 hours a day, no problem, no sweat. 7 days a week, fuck you. Make it 8. Make it 8. But that's the attitude I think you guys need to have. And I know I'm just rambling a little bit today, but this is some energy that I really like putting forward in the podcast because I just feel like everybody needs this. Everybody needs a bit of like, see you next Tuesday in them. A bit of cunt in you. That's what I call it. Everybody needs that little bit of dog, that bit of mongrel in you to get shit done when you don't want to do it. My goal in life is to become a man that's irreplaceable. Right? And that's my goal and my vision for everybody that joins my program. That's it. I want you guys to be a man that's irreplaceable. Sound mind, sound body, sound spirit. And not through hippy dippy bullshit, breathe this, breathe that. No, real actionable shit that shows you that you are the guy that you've been talking about. Because I know now psychology degree, fitness diploma, successful business from scratch with no financial help from parents, zero, no families that had businesses, zero, no leverage from anywhere else, just fucking grit and grind. I was 5 years out of the industry too as a PT. Studied a psych degree. Didn't study psych and PT. And now I'm here. And I know people that have been in the industry longer than me that don't have a studio, that don't have shit to show for it, that earn the same money year in, year out. Still complaining. And this is why I want to make these clips, make these podcasts, make these episodes. So guys, you can understand what you need to understand in order to get to a level where you're on the way to killing it. Because I'm killing it at the moment, but I'm not like fucking killing it. There's big dogs, you know. I'm doing good, but as a 30-year-old bloke, fuck, I want to be doing 10 times better than what I'm doing now. I want to be turning over millions, you know, and that day will come. You give it a couple of years, I reckon I'll be there. Doing really, really good things at the moment. So, you know, it's just about biding your time, staying consistent with your habits, pardon me, not bitching out, and just getting shit done every day, committing to yourself. These podcasts don't even get me any fucking money, but I do them because I want to be a better speaker. I do them because I want to be a better communicator. I do them because I want to be better at conveying a message and inspiring people and telling my story. That's how you do it. That's how I'm going to do it, at least. So, team, I wanted to thank you on coming on this podcast rant with me. I know it's quick. I'm trying to make 3 of these a week so we can snippet these. But you can consider this a bit of a fuck you energy podcast and a little bit more about me. But I really want to make you guys come along with me on this journey, learn as I'm learning, and hopefully grow alongside with me. I'll be doing probably a one on nutrition next week. So if you guys are keen, tune in on the podcast on nutrition. Not next week, sorry, it'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow, tune in on the podcast on nutrition, and I'll be getting some other male speakers, other coaches online, and we can chop it up as well with them. So thanks, guys. Cheers for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.